Have you ever noticed that as some people grow older, they develop a very distinct, unusual smell? And no, I'm not talking about normal body odor, cigarette smoke, or the intense perfume that sometimes lingers in clothes for days. This is a very specific scent that many simply refer to as old age odor. But here's a truth that hardly anyone speaks aloud. This smell is by no means inevitable. It doesn't have to happen, and the best part is, you can completely prevent it if you take care of a specific area of the body. Most people have no idea that there's a particular body zone that, if not carefully cleaned, develops a strong and unpleasant odor. Before you assume this only happens to people who don't wash properly or lack access to good hygiene, let me clarify right away. Even those who shower daily, use expensive perfumes, and wear fresh clothes regularly can still develop this unpleasant smell if they overlook one crucial step in their washing routine. So, stay tuned, because I'm about to show you what really causes this odor and, most importantly, how to get rid of it for good. Now, be honest, have you ever noticed this strange smell on someone around you, or are you worried it might happen to you someday? Drop your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your story could help others who are struggling with this issue and don't know where to start. Let's now understand where this typical old age odor actually comes from. As the years pass, our bodies naturally change. Our skin becomes thinner, loses elasticity, and dries out more easily. Our metabolism slows down, and our immune system isn't as efficient as it once was. But alongside these changes, the body also starts producing a very specific substance, 2-non-enol. This organic compound is the main culprit behind the unpleasant smell many automatically associate with aging. Here's the fascinating part. 2-non-enol is primarily secreted by the sebaceous glands, the glands that produce skin oil. These glands are especially active in areas with skin folds, where warmth and moisture create the perfect environment for secretions to accumulate. This is where bacteria and fungi thrive, further intensifying the odor. And that's why simply taking a quick shower or using deodorant isn't enough. The problem goes much deeper. What most people don't know, there's one specific spot on the body that almost everyone forgets to wash properly, and this area is behind the ears. Yes, that small space between the neck and the ear collects a significant amount of oil, sweat, and dead skin cells. If this area isn't cleaned regularly and thoroughly, over time, it develops a stubborn and unpleasant smell that neither perfume nor superficial hygiene products can mask. But why does this unpleasant odor form behind the ears? The answer is simple yet fascinating. This zone is especially rich in sebaceous glands, which continuously produce oil to keep the skin supple. At the same time, it's a poorly ventilated area that often gets overlooked during cleaning, and that's the problem. When showering, many people quickly pass over this spot without properly soaping and rinsing it. Over time, a mix of sweat, oil, dust, and dead skin cells builds up, turning this area into a breeding ground for bacteria. These microorganisms feed on the deposits and release volatile compounds, which are responsible for the unpleasant smell we perceive as old age odor. You might be thinking, but I wash my face and shower every day. Could this still happen to me? I understand your surprise, but the truth is, a quick rinse with water and soap isn't enough. The key lies in conscious, thorough cleaning, where you know exactly what to focus on. Let me now give you a simple, yet highly effective step-by-step guide. While showering, start by thoroughly wetting the area behind your ears. Use a mild, skin-friendly soap, ideally glycerin-based or one with a physiological pH, to avoid drying out the skin. Use your fingertips or a soft sponge to clean this area in small circular motions for at least 20 to 30 seconds per side. Pay attention to every little fold and the transition to the neck. Rinse thoroughly afterward to ensure no soap residue remains, as this can irritate the skin. After showering, it's crucial to dry the area behind your ears completely with a clean towel. Be gentle, pat the skin dry instead of rubbing harshly to avoid irritation. On particularly hot days, or if you tend to sweat heavily, consider applying a light moisturizer. Natural oils like coconut oil work well. They not only nourish the skin, but also have antibacterial properties that help maintain balance. One important note, avoid spraying perfumes or scented waters directly on this sensitive area. These products can dry out the skin and disrupt its natural pH, increasing the risk of irritation and unpleasant odors. Now, let's move on to another underestimated body part that also requires special care, the belly button. Yes, the navel is a hotspot for dirt and residue, especially in adults and older people. Sweat, skin secretions, and tiny fabric particles from clothing accumulate there. Since the belly button is usually a closed, poorly ventilated crevice, it creates a moist environment, the perfect breeding ground for bacteria and fungi. You may have noticed an unpleasant smell coming from your midsection without knowing exactly where it originated. Often, the culprit is the belly button itself. Regular showering won't help if this area is only cleaned superficially, or not at all. The result? Persistent odors, redness, itching, and in some cases, even fungal infections like candidiasis. In the worst cases, bacterial inflammation requiring medical treatment can develop. But don't worry, proper care is simple if done regularly and correctly. During your shower, you can use a cotton swab or a clean cloth dampened with warm water and mild soap. Gently clean the inside of your belly button with small circular motions. Then, rinse thoroughly and pat dry with a clean towel or a dry cotton swab. Important: if the unpleasant smell persists or you notice signs like redness, swelling, or discharge, don't hesitate to see a doctor. Next up, the armpits. You might be thinking, but I wash my armpits every day. I believe you, but here's the issue. Simply washing isn't always enough. Over time, residues from deodorant, oil, dead skin cells, and dried sweat build up, and these can't be removed with just a quick rinse. The solution lies in two simple yet powerful steps that can transform your daily routine. Use a soft body brush or a cotton washcloth while showering to gently massage the skin in your armpits. This removes sweat, deodorant residue, and dirt particles that accumulate there. Exfoliate at least once a week. You can easily make a natural scrub at home using ingredients like brown sugar and honey, or coffee grounds and olive oil. This removes dead skin cells, unclogs pores, and leaves your skin smooth and fresh. Another mistake many make without realizing it: using the wrong deodorant. Products with alcohol or strong fragrances can irritate and dry out the skin. The result? Your body overproduces sweat to compensate, a vicious cycle that only worsens the odor. The best choice? Alcohol-free, hypoallergenic deodorants with natural antibacterial ingredients like tea tree oil or lemon balm extract. Another commonly overlooked area: the feet, especially between the toes. This is one of the most common sources of unpleasant smells, particularly for people who sit a lot, have poor circulation, or suffer from metabolic disorders like diabetes. Here's why: our feet sweat, and wearing closed shoes traps moisture. Over time, sweat, dead skin cells, and dirt accumulate. Without thorough cleaning and drying, fungi, like athlete's foot, and other microbes thrive, leading not only to bad odors, but also infections. What to do? Wash your feet with lukewarm water and mild soap, paying extra attention to the spaces between your toes. Dry them completely, preferably with a separate clean towel. Use an antifungal foot powder between toes to absorb moisture. Wear breathable cotton socks and avoid wearing the same shoes every day. Let them air out and dry fully. Finally, let's talk about the groin area and skin folds. With age, skin in this area loses firmness, leading to deeper folds where sweat, skin secretions, and dead skin cells collect. Tight or synthetic underwear worsens the problem by preventing airflow, encouraging odors, irritation, and fungal infections. How to care for it: clean every skin fold thoroughly while showering. Pat dry gently, don't rub, to avoid irritation. On hot days or after exercise, use medically recommended creams to prevent irritation. Wear breathable cotton underwear and change it as soon as it gets damp. Now that you know these 5 key areas, behind the ears, belly button, armpits, feet, and groin, the biggest contributors to unpleasant body odor as we age, it's time to upgrade your hygiene routine. Conscious, thorough body care goes far beyond just fighting smells. It protects your health, boosts confidence, and improves your quality of life. A well-groomed body doesn't go unnoticed. It impacts your social interactions, family relationships, and how others perceive you. You want to be remembered for your warmth, wisdom, and presence, not for an unpleasant smell. See you in the next one.